Okay, YouTube, I got the booster fan put together. I have the USB controlled relay up on top, so I can hit the on button on my home automation system here, and it turns on. Booster fan on using 1 watt. Yeah, and then right up on the top I have my switch that I can arm and disarm the fan. So that switch is in series with the relay, so if I turn the switch off, the relay won't do anything. So yeah, here with the booster fan, the whole idea of this relay in there is really not so much to turn this on, but to turn it off. This area here where this is pulling air out of gets sun in the morning and early afternoon, so it's advantageous to have this blower blowing hot air from here inside. So I have the temperature sensor out here, and there's a temperature sensor inside, and I can just work off the difference in those two temperatures. And then later in the afternoon, out here might actually drop to the same temperature as inside. In that case, I don't want to be blowing cold air into the house. So this should shut off before the home heating system shuts off, because the home heating system has the panels up on the roof facing south, where this particular outdoor patio enclosure faces southeast. So in the afternoon, the house is shading in this area and it starts to cool off. So that's why this thing will be automated to shut off when it's not doing anything. And then likewise, I can do the same thing with the home heating system, is have it shut off later in the afternoon when it's really not doing anything. Because one thing that happens is if the hot air panels on the roof are getting a little bit of sun, the thermo switch in there can stay closed and this system will run, and then the blower that's blowing air in this duct will also be running, but it's not actually adding any heat to the house, it's just moving air. So that's the other thing I want to try to do, is set up the main system to shut off in the afternoon when it's not doing anything effective. So that I haven't quite figured out yet, if that's going to be just a time of day. But at least I got the booster fan, should be all taken care of. It should turn on by itself in the morning, and then it turns off in the afternoon. And then likewise, if there's any clouds blow over in midday and it cools off out here, this fan should shut off. And then once the sun comes back out, it should turn back on again. So yeah, there we go. I think we're good to go. I still need to figure out how to turn on the main blower here, how to automate that. I haven't quite figured that out, but once I do, I'll make up another USB relay and hook that up into my home heating controller, and then I'll have fully automated system. At that point, I don't have to get out here and flip any switches in the morning and flip any switches in the afternoon. And if I'm not home, this thing will turn on and turn off all by itself, which is another benefit. So if I'm out for the day, I can leave this on and go away and it'll shut down just like I was here. Some days when it gets cold out here, if I forget and leave that fan running, it's blowing cold air into the house, which sort of defeats the purpose of running the system, because your heating system is actually cooling the thing. So hope that makes sense what I'm trying to do there. Still need to play around with my temperature offsets and get this working reliably, but now all the hardware is hooked up and I can control it remotely. And I've got a little Reactor sketch controlling this based on temperature, and hopefully that's all I need to do, is just vary the temperature offsets to get that working optimally. So yeah, if you have any questions about the system, post up in the comments section below. And as always, thanks for watching.